Welcome to Amini Park, the home of Cricket PNG. This is our first game between Black Bass and Mudmen. This is the 2026 Orokomoto's Isuzu T20 Smash tournament for Cricket PNG. This is the day 2 of the tournament. Following the first day washouts, we have some cricket happening this morning. Mudmen have won the toss and elected to field, bowl, and sent in Black Bass to bat. And the opening batters for the Black Bass team is Sesabao and Peter Karoho. This is the first over, second ball of the first over, and Black Bass on 2 runs. This is the openers batting, as mentioned, Sesabao and Peter Karoho. Welcome to viewers. This is our Orokomoto's Isuzu T20 Smash Tournament for T26. Frank Tutarab coming from the Mudmen, and Sesabao leans onto the full ball, tries it straight down the ground for the first boundary of the innings and of course for the day. Sesabao on 5 runs of two balls, and Peter Caro on 1, as Black Bass in 0.3 overs, they're on 6 runs. Dot ball again from Sesabao, known elite cricketer of the Barramundis. He has opened the innings for the Black Bass with Peter Caro and nudged down the third man region for a single. Pushes the score to 0-none for 7 runs. Last ball of the over coming up. Peter Caro gets on strike. He's on 1 run. A promising young batsman, Peter Caro. He'd be about in the early 20s, I reckon, and looking promising for the future. As Frank moves in on a defensive stroke for no runs. A dot ball, and Black Bass after the first over, a run for 7 with Sesabao on 6 runs and Peter Caro on 1. This is the Orokomoto's Isuzu T20 Smash 2026, day 2 of the tournament. The first match for the day is between Black Bass and the Mudmen. Black Bass the lineup is Peter Caro, Sesabao, Captain, Bagi Guba, Samson Tarapia of Lake Cricket Association, Patrick No, Lekwa Now, Frank Naime, Kabua Morea, Olapuka, Faye Andrew, Jackson Hera, Samuel Lui, and Messi Beloa of Alutau Cricket Association. So we have a host of representative players from Lay and Alutau Cricket Associations taking part in this tournament, which is good to see our players from the outer regions taking part in the national event. So well done to everyone at Lay Cricket Association and Alutau Cricket for keeping the game going in their regions. And new bowler for Mudmen is Karo Kebao. This Karo Kebao bowls his first ball and was punched through the cover region by Sesebao for 2 runs. Sesebao moves to 8 runs of 6 balls, going really well. Young Karo Kebao is currently in the under 19 train-on squad, getting ready for the under 19 East Asia Pacific Region tournament, which will be held on later on in the year. Moves in for his 4th ball, again straight into the batsman. Another defensive stroke from Sesebao. Dot ball again. After 4 balls, looks a tidy over at this stage after 4 balls. So good to see the young man challenging up against a very elite Sesebao. Oh, and he bowls through the guards of Sesebao, and that's the first wicket for the day. Well done, young man, Karo Kebao. Bowled Sesebao for 8 runs, and that's the first wicket down for Black Bass. They are 1 for 9 at the 1.5 over mark. That's a good ball. Created some pressure with 3 dot balls in a row, and then Sese under pressure goes for a big shot and misses altogether and straight through. Clean ball by Karo Kebao with 1 wicket for 2 runs in his first over. An incoming batsman is finishing better, who's recently been included in the Baramandi setup. Recently been with the Baramandi team on tour to Qatar. So Bagi Guba is the number 3 batsman. Black Bass are 1 for 9 after 1.5 overs. Not out batsman is Peter Karo, who is on the non-striker side. Welcome viewers, it is still quite overcast in Amini Park with the morning drizzle that has stayed on. So 1 for 9 Black Bass as Karo Kebao moves in, defensive shot, no run. That's the over ball. Black Bass are 1 for 9 after 2 overs. Bagi Guba, no runs at this stage with 1 ball face, and Peter Karo on 1, not out. That's the bowling figures for the Mudmen team. Frank Tutara, 1 over. And I think the umpires have called off the game yet again as the rain starts to drizzle down, and the groundsman will be on the field to cover the wickets to protect it from being damaged by any wet conditions. That is very unfortunate. Viewers, following our washout day 1 yesterday, and now the rain hasn't been too kind today again, and the covers are coming back on as the players and the groundsman tries to cover the wicket as the rain tumbles down on Amini Park. We will have to wait for the rain to clear before any play can resume, and that will be subject to the weather. We'll take a break. This is the Isuzu T20 Smash. It's proudly supported by Boroko Motors, our good friends from Boroko Motors, who have been so very kind and generous to Cricket PNG over the last few years, supporting the national tournament, the Isuzu T20 Smash. the Isuzu T20 Smash for 2026. That is the Black Bass batting lineup. It's about 8 wickets, bowled by Karo Kewa, and not out batters are Peter Karo and Wagi Guba at this stage. Unfortunately, there's a stoppage of game on Amini Park due to rain, and we will be resuming soon after the rain clears off from this area. Welcome back to Amini Park. This is the 2026 Borkomotos Isuzu T20 Smash tournament for Cricket PNG. This is the resumption of the match following a brief stoppage from wet conditions. The rain just set in, but it has cleared off, so now we're back on the field with Black Bass on 1 for 9 runs, and the batters in Vaiguba and Peter Karaho for Black Bass. This is the third over of the innings, and Frank Kitara continues his spell with his second over. Down the leg side, and the umpire signals a wide ball. It's 1 for 9 Black Bass after 2 overs. Vaiguba on no runs yet, and Peter Karaho on 1 of 2 balls, and the batsman out was Captain Sesibao. A ball by young Karaho Kevao for 9 runs. Frank Kitara in for his third ball. LBW appeal. That was a close call, but the umpire says not out, and the batsman crosses for 1 run, and the umpire signals leg by. Was probably going down leg to the umpire, but it looked close from here. Anyhow, it's not out, says the umpire, and it's 1 for 10 runs for Black Bass. Bowling for Mudmen is Frank Kitara, bowling his second over, none for 7 runs. That's down the leg side again, so that's a good decision by the umpire. It's not out. Another leg by. And it's 1 for 13 on the third over for the Mudmen innings. On strike on, and at the non-strikers end is Peter Karaho on 2 runs. Vaiguba on strike, Frank Kitara moves in. Ball, it's a good ball, missed the edge, and dot ball again. 1 for 13. This is the third over for Mudmen. Frank Kitara, none for 9 runs after 1.4 overs. Frank Kitara comes in. That's another appeal for LBW, but umpire is not interested. Putting a bit of pressure there, Frank Kitara. 3 LBW appeals in 3 balls, so putting a bit of pressure on the batter, bowling tightly, restricting runs. And this is his last ball. 4 runs of 2 overs so far. This is the last ball. This is the Isuzu T20 Smash 2026 for Cricket PNG. It's proudly sponsored by Boroko Motors. And Frank Kitara moves in, last ball. Frank Kitara, last ball. That's a defensive shot, and that's the over ball. Black Bass 1 for 13 after 3 overs. Not out batsman Vaiguba on no score yet, and Peter Karaho on 2. Black Bass partnership chart. Sesibao and Peter Karaho added 9 for the first wicket, and the second wicket partnership is on 4 runs with Vaiguba and Peter Karaho betting in this partnership. Fourth over, as young Karo Kevau, who is on 1 for 2, is going to continue his second over, following his first successful over, taking 1 wicket for 2 runs, taking the prize wicket of Seseba. This is his second over, first ball, and that's punched through to the square leg region, and due to the heavy conditions the ball stopped, and comfortable 2 runs for Black Bass. 1 for 15 takes the score up to 1 for 15. Peter Karo moves to 4 runs off 5 balls. Karo Kevau 1 for 4. The Mudmen bowler will be bowling his second ball as the Black Bass captain makes some field changes to a bit more pressure on the batter. Good captaincy by the captain. Karo Kevau second ball down the leg side, and it's been padded off to the fine leg region for a comfortable 2 runs. No, it's off the bat of Peter Karo, and takes his score to 6 runs off 6 balls. Another 2 runs for Mudmen takes the score to 17 with the loss of 1 wicket in his 3rd ball in his second over. Full ball and pushes for single. That's smart batting and smart running between the wicket between Guba and Peter for a quick single, and 1 for 18 the Mudmen. Black Bass 1 for 18, beg your pardon. This is the 4th over, 4th ball. Karo Kevau bowling for Mudmen. Full up and pushes to the point region, but no run. The fielders were up on the toes this time around, stopping the batters from taking a quick single. That's a dot ball, and the 5th ball coming from Karo Kevau. Not a bad over by young Karo Kevau, 5 runs off it so far in 4 balls, and hopefully closes off his over tightly. That's a dot ball again. He's doing what is asked of by his captain, restricting the runs. 5 runs so far off. Dot ball creates pressure, so that's good ball. Will be key for his team to finish off the over tightly. Down the leg side and played down the deep square leg region for a single run. That's the over ball. 6 runs off the over. The Black Bass are 1 for 19 after 4 overs. Welcome to Amini Park, our valued viewers. This is the Boroko Motors Isuzu T20 Smash for Cricket PNG, proudly supported and sponsored by Boroko Motors under their brand Isuzu. Convey our appreciation to Boroko Motors for their ongoing support to this prestigious tournament, the Isuzu T20 Smash. For the last few years they've been supporting this tournament, and it gives the opportunity for our players to showcase their talent at the national stage. New bowler has been introduced into the attack, Gamuvara, and his first ball's gone for a wide as the umpire signals so. And Black Bass are 1 for 20. Batsman on strike is young Guba on 1 run, and non-strikers then is Peter Karo on 7. That goes down leg, I think. Yes, I saw the umpire. It's not out, close uphill, but I thought it was going down the leg side. And not out, says the umpire. Good comeback from Yangamuvara, the bowler, after a big wide first ball to come back with a tight close call LBW. A swing and a miss from Vaiguba. The ball was there to be hit wide, but missed altogether for dot ball. Young Vaiguba on 1 run off 10 balls. Doing it tough at this stage, following the loss of their captain Tsubao in the second over. Full straight and punched down the ground to the mid-on region for a handy 2 runs for Vaiguba. Takes its score to 3 runs of 11 balls. Black Bass are now 1 for 22 on the 5th over mark. Gamuvara to bowl his 4th ball, keeping it tight at this stage. 3 runs so far. This is the 4th. Pull and it's out, edge to the fast slip, and nicely taken by John Carico. And that's very good bowling from Gamuvara. Young Vaiguba was under all sorts of pressure as ball started creeping up. Plays a big shot and edges to the first slip, and that is the 2nd wicket for Black Bass as they are 2 down for 22 runs. That's the replay. Good bowling by Vaiguba, well taken by first slip John Carico. Black Bass are 2 for 22 on the 5th over. First wicket for Gamuvara on his first over, and he is now taking 1 wicket for 3 runs in his first over. The incoming batsman is for Black Bass is Samson Tarapia of Lay Cricket Association. A shout out to our friends that are watching, viewers watching in Lay, Morobe Province. This is your young talent that has been selected to take part in this prestigious event to showcase his talent, and we want to say a big thank you to everyone up in Lay with the Lay Cricket Association for doing a good job up there, keeping the game of cricket alive up in the Momase region. This is young Samson Tarapia of Lay Cricket Association batting for the Black Bass. And that's a well played. There was a good ball by Gamuvara and suppressing one. It lifted a bit, but nicely defended by Samson Tarapia to the gully region, and he is off the mark straight up. 2 for 23, last ball from Gamuvara in the 5th over. Peter Carroll on strike is on 7 runs of 7 balls. And what a shot. That's a good lofted shot over the mid-wicket region for a boundary, a timely boundary, as the bowlers were putting the pressure on the batters of Black Bass. That's a good shot, a good relieving boundary for the Black Bass as they move to 2 for 27. As the replay, what a shot. That's a good, very good shot, good cricket shot, lofted over the infield and rolls over into the boundary. Black Bass 2 for 27 after 5 overs. Samson Tarapia on 1, Peter Carroll on 11. And on the 5th over, this will be the last over for the power play. And as John Carico is now been introduced into the attack, John has established himself to be a steady Baramandi player as an off spinner. He will be bowling his first over. Black Bass are 2 for 27 after 5 overs. Welcome back to Amini Park. This is the 2026 Porco Motors Isuzu T20 Smash. John Carrico comes in for the Mudmen on the 6th over, the last over of the power play. Samson Tarapia on strike. Dot balls from John Carrico, first 2 balls, keeping things tidy for his team. This is his first over, 2 dot balls so far. Young Samson Tarapia of Lake Cricket Association facing John Carrico. This is 5.3 overs, black pass at 2 for 27. Peter Carroll on non-strikers and he's on 11 runs of 8 balls. Fourth ball goes for a big swing, misses altogether for a dot ball. John Carrico keeping things tight here for the Mudmen. This is the 4th dot ball of this over. Young Samson goes for reverse sweep. What a shot! That's a great shot. Goes for 2 runs. That is a good shot. That's a good positive shot from Samson. Good to see young Samson changing things up and puts a bit of pressure back on the bowler as the first 4 overs, first 4 balls went for dot balls. Down the leg side for a single. That's a leg by. And black bus are 2 for 30 after 6 overs, after the compulsory power play overs. And black bus are 2 for 30. 2 for 30 after 6 overs. Umpire signals, that's the end of the power play. So for the viewers' sake, the power play in the T20 format of the cricket is 6 overs. So in the first 6 overs, the fielders are only allowed 2 players outside the inner circle. And after the power play overs, after the 6 overs, they are allowed 5 until the 20 over mark. Samson Tarapia on strike, he's on 3. Full straight ball and punch down the ground to mid on region. Brings the score to 31 for the loss of 2 wickets. And Ian Keva is back in the attack. He's reintroduced on the man of the field. This is his second ball. Peter Carroll on strike. Full straight. Hit straight back to the bowler. A bit of a fumble, but no run at this stage. On this occasion, Peter Carroll remains on 11 runs. Carroll came out keeping things tight. And goes for a big swing. Peter Carroll. That is good bowling from young Carroll Kewau. And the ball has been edged down the leg side. For a single, Peter Carroll moves to 12. Black Bars are 2 for 32 at the 7 over mark. That is hit down the ground. A chance for a catch, but landed safely in between the fielders. Samson Tarapia moves to 4 runs. 6 runs, I beg your pardon. Black Bass 2 for 34. Samson Tarapia on 6, Peter Carroll on 12. Carroll Keva bowling for the Mudmen. This is his 5th ball. And again in the air, call for catch. landed safely again for a single, and Samson Therapy takes his score to 7 runs, brings Peter Caro on strike, black pass at 2-4-35. Last ball of the 7th over, Caro Kewa 1 for 13 and has bowled steadily in his this is his 3rd over. Last ball, Peter Caro on strike, full straight, punch down the ground straight for easy single run. And that's the over ball of the 7th over. Black pass at 2-4-36. Samson Tarapia of Lake Cricket Association on 7, and Peter Caro on 13 of 11 balls. This is the 2026 Isuzu T20 Smash for Cricket PNG. Proudly supported and sponsored by Boroko Motors, our good friends at Boroko Motors. Thank you very much for the support, the ongoing support over the years, bringing this prestigious event to cricketers around the country to showcase their talent, especially in the fast and furious T20 format of cricket. This is the 8th over. John Carrico comes into ball his 2nd over as Peter Caro pushes the ball down the point region, deep point region for a single run. Takes his score to 13. Samson Tarapia of Lake Cricket Association moves to take the strike. He's on 7 runs. Black pass 2-4-37. John Carrico continuing his spell. 2nd over. Samson punches down again to the deep point region again for another single. Batting sensibly, Samson Tarapia supporting Peter Caro, who's been in for some time now as he opened the innings for the black pass. John Carrico continuing from the Rita Flynn end. Peter Caro on strike, is on 14, full ball, pushed down the ground to the deep mid-on region for a single to 15 runs. Black pass at 2-4-39, and John Carrico bowling his 2nd over on the 8th over, and pushes the ball down the leg side and safely pushed. Oh no, the umpire signals that's a leg by, and this goes at 2-4-40. Peter Caro on strike, he is on 15 runs at this stage. John Carrico, last ball, full ball, defensive shot by Peter Caro. That's the over ball. Black pass at 2-4-40. Samson Tarapia on 8, and Peter Caro on 15 runs. After 8 overs, black pass at 2-4-40. Kamwara back in the attack to continue his bowling with his 2nd over. He's got 1 over so far, 1 wicket for 8 runs. Full ball, safely played down the ground to mid-on region. For a single run. Samson Therapy on strike. He's on 9 runs. Kamubara, second ball. Played down the leg side for another single. The umpire signals leg by. Black Bass 2 for 42, Samson Therapy on 9, Peter Carroll on 15. Kamubara continues his overs, his bowling is on 1 for 9. This is the third ball of his second over. Played and missed by Samson Therapy. With on 9 runs. 8.3 overs, 2 for 42, Black Bass. Kamubara 1 for 9, bowling for Mudmen. This is his fourth ball, Samson Therapy on strike, and that is driven to the mid-wicket area, but no run. The ball was hit too well, straight to the fielder, and no run was taken. Score remains 2 for 42, Samson Therapy on strike. Kamubara bowling his fifth ball. Again pushed through the mid of region, and it's balls racing down the ground for 2 runs. On this occasion, Samson Therapy, good shot by young Samson Therapy for 2 runs. Takes his score to 11 runs, and Black Bass are 2 for 44. This is the 9th over. Kamubara bowling his second over, 1 for 11. This is his last ball of his second over. Full straight through. As umpire signals the over ball. This is the 9th over, and Black Bass are 2 for 44. Samson Therapy on 11 runs, and young Peter Carroll on is on 15 runs, almost over 95% strike rate, and this will be the 10th over for the Mudmen. Black Bass 2 for 44, Samson Therapy on 11, Peter Carroll on 15. Black Bass now introducing their 5th bowler, I think, and it will be Tauno to bowl the 10th over for the Mudmen. 2 for 44, Samson Peter Carroll on strike. Bowling change at the Rita Flynn end of the ground. And straight to fielder, and that's a good catch. And Peter Carroll is caught out on 15 runs, and Mudmen takes the 3rd wicket. Black Bass are 3 for 44. That is a key wicket, as Peter was looking to settle down, but hit this ball straight to the middle fielder, and he is caught out on 15 runs. The incoming batsman is number 10, young Patrick No. Patrick is also a contracted player with Cricket Papua New Guinea, who plays and trains and plays for the Barmandis. He is the new batsman in after the loss of Peter Carroll's wicket. First ball of Tauno's first over. Black Bass are 3 for 44. Patrick No on strike. That is a wide ball. A bit of 10 on the wicket as the umpire signals wide as the ball travels down the leg side. 3 for 45. Patrick No on strike. New batsman in. plays it safely, plays a defensive shot, no run, no interest to run. As things get tighter for the Black Bass batters, 3 for 45 at the 10th over mark. Patrick No on strike, Tauno ball in his football, punches through the infielders and runs for a quick 2 runs. Good running by the batters, 2 runs, 3 for 47. Patrick No on 2 runs, Samson Therapia on 11. Tauno in his first over ball in the 4th ball. Patrick No on strike, aggressive shot, no run. Three for 47, Patrick No on strike, Tauno 5th ball, comes down the ground, mid on region, and for a single, 3 for 48. Patrick No moves to 3 and brings Samson Therapia on strike. He is on 11 runs. Last ball of the over, Tauno bowling. Ooh, swing and a miss, and fumbled by wicketkeeper, but no run on this occasion. Score remains on 3 for 48, 3 wickets down for 48 runs on the 10th over mark. Halfway through the innings of Black Bass, they are 3 for 48, and Mudmen bowlers are bowling tightly, taking crucial wickets. It's halfway mark of the innings, 3 for 48, and Mudman introduces a new bowler at the Manu end of the cricket field, and the new bowler is young Richard Quara. Young Richard Quara of Lay Cricket Association, another of the talents from our regions. Young Richard Quara from Lay, Morobe Province, will be bowling his first over in the Isuzu T20 Smash. On strike, Patrick No, and that's a big wide of young Richard. First up, first ball. That was a loosener for a young man from Lay, Morobe Province, Richard Quara, and moves the Black Bass score to 3 wickets down for 49 runs. Patrick No on strike is on 3. Young Richard Quara moves in for his second ball. That is a full ball, safely played down the ground to mid on region by Patrick No for a single. Fielded by Frank Tutara safely, and only Black Bass settles for a single run. 3 wickets down for 50 runs. That is 50 runs for Black Bass as Richard Quara bowls to his Lay Cricket Association player Samson Therapia. That is a very, very big occasion. Young Lay Cricket Association fast bowler bowling to his stylish batter Rich. Oh, and he claims his wicket. Good bowling of Richard Quara takes the 4th wicket for the Mudmen as Black Bass reels at 4 wickets down for 50 runs with the loss of Samson Therapia's wicket for 11 runs. Samson Therapia on bowled by his fellow Lake Cricket Association player Richard Quara for 11 runs. That brings our new batsman into the field. Black Bass are 4 wickets down for 50 runs, 4 wickets down for 50 runs, as Patrick No remains not out on 4 runs, and new batsman in is Lekwa now, a big young left-hand batter who is about 20 years old, represented the under 19 PNG under 19 team last year in the East Asia Pacific region qualifier in Japan. Lekwa now comes to join Patrick No at the crease. Richard Quara continuing his over, 4 balls in his first over, and Black Bass are 4 wickets down for 15 runs. That is a no ball from Richard Quara, and this will be a free hit for the batter, Lekwa now. There's a bit of wet dew on the grass due to the rain, slight rain this morning, and the bowler looks a bit showing a bit of discomfort. And that is a slow ball and nicely guided by Lekwa now down the ground for 2 runs. Black Bass 4 for 51. That was a free hit ball, but well bowled, good change up pace by young Richard Quara, and went only for 2 runs. 4 for 53. Lekwa now on 2, Patrick No 4 runs, Richard Quara 2 balls remaining in his first over. Call for catch, punch down the mid-wicket region, but not out as the ball hits the ground before reaching the fielder. There was a bit wide ball, and Lekwa now rightfully went for it, but no run on this occasion. 4 wickets down for 53. Another big swing from Lekwa now, trying to get things going, and that is the over ball. Good over from young Richard Quara in his first over. And Black Bass is Manhattan for the Black Bass innings. No big overs yet, but keeping things steady at 4 for 53 after 11 overs. Patrick No on 4 runs and Lekwa now on 2 runs. Tau No for Mudmen will continue his spell with his second over. His first over went for 4 runs. Took the prize wicket of Peter Carroll in his first ball of his first over. Black Bass 4 wickets down for 53. Tau No first ball. Patrick on strike, straight down the ground, and fielder comes in to field it, and that is a boundary for the Black Bass, a timely one, as Mudmen were keeping things tight, taking wickets at the same time. But this is a good shot from Patrick No under pressure. Moves their team score to 57 with the loss of 4 wickets, as the replay shows, straight down the ground. There was a fielder down there, but too good for a fielder. Second ball hit through the mid-wicket area. Fielder, no run on this occasion. 4 wickets down, 57. Patrick No on strike. Tau No bowling his 3rd ball of his second over, and safely guided to the point region, and the umpire signals a no ball, and this will be a free hit for the batter Patrick No. That is an interesting call, or that is an interesting no ball, as Tau No is a spin bowler. That's free hit ball, nicely hit by Patrick No for another boundary, a timely one again, as Patrick tries to get things going. That is a good shot again, lofted over the infield, mid-off fielder, and safely running down the ground for a boundary. Umpire signals 4 runs. Patrick No on 12 runs of 9 balls, This is the fourth ball from Tauno. Full straight again, punch down and runs for a single. Safely home. Black Bass 4 wickets down for 63 runs, and this is the 12th over. Patrick No on 13, Black One on 2. As he gets to strike, beg your pardon, Tauno will be bowling his 5th ball. Black One now taking his time, his guard, as the captain for Mudmen makes some field changes, and this will be the 5th ball from Tauno. Defensive shot, dot ball, no run. Black One on strike. Last ball of the over from Tauno's 2nd over. He's taken 1 wicket for 14 runs so far. Over ball, big shot, lofted sweep shot down to deep fine leg region for a single run. That is the 12 over mark. Black Bass 4 wickets down for 64. Lekwana on 3 runs. Patrick No on 13 runs. 4 for 64 after 12 overs. This is the Borco Motors Isuzu T20 Smash, proudly brought to you by Borco Motors, and Cricket PNG is grateful of the support given by Borco Motors through its brand Isuzu. John Carrico comes to the attack from the Mudmen of the oval. That is his first ball. Yes. Oh, that's a good catch. That's a wicket for John Carrico, as Black One now hits straight to the fielder. Hits the ball up in the air straight to the fielder, and is comfortably caught, and is out for 3 runs. This is the 5th wicket for the Mudmen. 5th wicket for 64 runs at the 13 over, and Patrick No is not out on 13. The new batsman walks in to join him at the crease is Frank Naime. Frank Naime plays in the local Port Moresby Cricket Association competition. He was also part of the under-19 PNG under-19 team that participated in the East Asia Pacific region qualifier. Third ball from John Carrico, safely played to the leg side by young Frank Naime for a single. Takes the score to 5 for 65 for the Black Bass team. This is the 13th over. John Carrico bowling his 3rd over. This is his 4th ball. And playing it safely, smartly by Patrick No. Single. 5 for 66. Frank Naime on strike for the Black Bass. John Carrico moving in for a dot ball, keeping things tight here. 2 runs off the over so far. This will be his last ball as he changes direction of his bowling end. And a dot ball from John Carrico to finish his 3rd over. Black Bass 5 for 66 on the 13th over. Frank Naime on 1 run of 3 balls, and Patrick No on 14 of 11 balls. This is the Borco Motors Isuzu T20 Smash for Cricket Papua New Guinea, proudly sponsored by Borco Motors. For the last few years now, they've been very good with the support to Cricket PNG, and we kindly appreciate the generosity, the support for cricket, for the growth and development of cricket in Papua New Guinea. 5 for 66 black bars as Patrick now pushes for single down the ground, brings his team score to 5 wickets down for 67. This is the 14th over as Tauno continues his spell. This is his third over. He's taken 1 for 16 so far, and Frank Name on strike. He is on 1 run. Second ball Tauno, and safely played to the mid-wicket region, straight to a fielder. No run this time. Down the leg side, slot swept, misses. I think it hit the bat. It's hit the bat, so as the umpire signals, Frank Name moves to 5 wickets down for 68. Patrick No on strike. Tauno, this is his 4th ball off his third over. Full up and safe on the ground to the mid-off region, and single on that occasion. Black Pasta 5 wickets down for 69 runs. This is the 14th over. Keeping it tight, Tauno, 3 runs of the over so far. Over 5th ball, a defensive shot by Frank Name, a dot ball again. 3 overs so far in the 3rd over of Tauno's spell. This is the last ball. It goes a quick run, but they're safely home. That is smart, sensible running between the wicket by Frank Name and Patrick No as they move their score to 5 wickets down for 70 runs. Mudmen bowling chat. 6 bowlers used in these bowling innings for Mudmen. John Carrico will be bowling his last over. For the viewers, you can only bowl 4 overs in T20 matches, and this is the last over for John Carrico. Full straight, defensive shot from Frank Name. He is on 3. Patrick No on non-strikers and he's on 16. This is John Carrico's 4th over. First ball was a dot ball. As he tightened things up for the Black Pass batters, 2 dot balls so far in his last over. 3rd ball, punch down the ground to mid on region. Single, thought of taking the 2nd run, but fielder has safely fielded the ball and throws it back to the bowler. So 1 run, 5 wickets down for 71 runs. John Carrico's 4th ball, another dot ball. DK changes direction of his bowling. 1 run so far. Full straight, lofted drive for a single run again. Last ball of JK's 4th over, 2 runs so far. Pretty good over from John Carrico at this stage of the match, and nicely swept down the fine leg region for a single by Frank Name. That's the over ball. Black Bass of 5 for 73 at the 15 over mark. Frank Name on 5 and Patrick No on 17 runs. Last 5 overs of the innings, 5 for 73. Game is in the balance. The innings, especially for the Black Bass, as they look to make the best use of the last remaining 5 overs to get their score to some respectability, to challenge the Mudmen batters if they come on to bat after the black bass innings. And there's a bowling change for the Mudmen as Travis Wivagi is introduced to the bowling attack. A right arm leg spinner, dot ball, that was a close, almost took the edge of the batter's bat, but dot ball on this occasion. Leg spin, pull straight, punched on the ground by young Frank Naime for a single. Moves his score to 6 runs of 13 balls. Travis Wivagi bowling his first over as the 7th bowler used by the Mudmen. This is his 3rd ball, bowling his and hit straight to the fielder. No run again on this occasion. Black Bass are 5 wickets down for 74 runs. This is the 16th over. Travis Wivagi bowling his first over. This is 4th ball. Second run by Patrick No as and it's going to be close run out. No, and there's a misfield. No, overthrow as the batters take to make the 3rd run on that occasion. That is the first run of 3 of the innings and takes the score to 77. Travis Wivagi to bowl his 5th ball, his first over. Patrick No takes the score to 20. Last ball of the over, again another defensive shot, tight ball by Travis Wivagi. 4 runs off the over, 5 wickets down for 77 Black Bass at the end of the 16th over mark. 4 overs remaining for Black Bass, and Patrick No will be aiming to get things going in the remaining overs to take his team's total to some respectable target to challenge the Mudmen batters later on. 17th over as Frank Tutara is introduced back onto the bowling attack. He's bowled 2 overs so far, none for 9 runs, 2 tidy overs, none for 9 runs. Patrick No on strike. First ball, straight and misfield there, straight to the fielder, but misfield, gets across for a single run. 5 for 77, 5 wickets down for 78 rather. Frank Naime comes onto the strike. Frank Tutara to bowl his 2nd ball of his 3rd over. Frank Naime on strike, comes in 3rd ball, edge down to the 3rd man region, takes the score to 79. Patrick No comes back on strike. He's on 21. He's looking good. He's got a good start now and is the key to take his score, his team's total to some respectable target from here on. Frank Tutara, the 3rd ball comes in, safely guided through to the mid-wicket region by Patrick No. Takes Patrick's score to 22. 5 wickets down for 80 runs. This is the 17th over. Frank Tutara is none for 12 of his 3rd over. 3 runs so far of his 3rd over. Beg your pardon. This is his 4th ball. Frank Naime on strike. Hits his pads and goes across for a single run. That is smart backing up from hearing Patrick No's awareness on the match situation. Runs across for a single run. He's on strike on 22. 5th ball from Frank Tutara's ball. Patrick No charges down the wicket. Plays a big shot but misses the ball for a dot ball. Last ball of the 17th over. Frank Tutara run for 12. 4 runs off his third over so far. This is his last ball, and Patrick No on strike. Last ball, good bowling from Frankie again, just only for 1 run down the mid-on area. And black pass a 5 for 82 after 17 overs. Frank Naime on 7, Patrick No on 23. Manhattan, the over rates for black pass. There's only one big over, a 10 run over in the 14th over. And black pass a 5 for 82 after 17 overs. As Travis Weaver is going to continue from the Rita Flynn end. He's bowled 1 over so far. His first over went for 4 runs, no wickets, but bowled tightly. Patrick No on strike, he's on 23. A full ball as Patrick No charges up and goes. Oh, there's a mix up in the. Oh! Mix up in the running between the wicket. Almost got a run out, Mudmen, but the bowler wasn't nowhere near the wickets to effect the run out. 1 run on the occasion, full ball, safely punched through the mid-wicket area for a single run by Frank Naime. Takes his score to 8. Brings Patrick No on strike. He is on 24. 5 wickets for 84 runs in the 18th over. Travis Weaver, third ball. Patrick No goes for a big shot, the ball down to the cow corner in and safely runs for 2 runs as he takes his score to 26, which is proven to be a key innings by this young batter. Patrick No is on 26, 4th ball, and slap to the point region, and another 2 runs for Patrick No. Takes his score to 28. Black pass a 5 wickets down for 88 runs. Travis Weaver continuing his spells. This is his 2nd over. 6 runs so far. By Patrick No down the ground and runs safely for 2 runs. Another handy 2 runs for Patrick No. Takes his score to 30 runs off 25 balls. Last ball of the 18th over. Black pass a 5 for 90 runs. Patrick No 80 runs. Last ball, Travis. And again, Patrick No goes for big swing in the air, but safely lands in between fielders, and that's a single run. 5 wickets down for 91. Black pass at the 18th over mark. Patrick No leading the charge. This is the batting wham for black pass, and there were no applications. This is the Borco Motors Isuzu T20 Smash, brought to you by our good friends at Borco Motors Limited. Thank you for your support, Borco Motors, and we want to say thank you to our ongoing sponsors as well: Pure Water, TEPNG, Nesfan, Pacifico Sport, and our good friends from MJ Electricals, who have been great supporters of cricket and keeping the growth and development of cricket in Papua New Guinea through their support. Thank you very much to everyone that helps cricket page. This is the 19th over, will be bowled by Gamuvara as Patrick No goes for a big swing. But there's overthrows, more runs for black pass. Patrick No is on strike, takes his score to 33. Black Bass are 5 wickets down for 93 runs. Tamwara's second ball, Patrick no on strike, and edged in the air over the infield, over the gully region for another handy 2 runs for Patrick No. Takes his score to 35. Kamwara bowling his third over. He's taken 1 wicket, 15 runs so far. This is his third over and he's gone for 4 runs so far. This is his third ball. Patrick No looking at his innings, he's on 35. And hits the ball straight down the ground again for a single. Moves to 36. Patrick No. Black Bass are 5 wickets down for 96 runs. Frank Naime comes on strike. He's on 8 runs of 18 balls. Kamwara bowling his third over. This is the 4th ball of his third over. Frank Naime on strike. Full straight. Safely guided to the fine leg region, square leg region for a single run, keeping the score ticking over for Black Bass. These 2 batters that are in. Patrick No is the key man here. He's on 36 on 29, going at a very, very healthy strike rate of 29 balls, and he's charged at the bowler, punches the ball through to the mid-wicket region, and there's a fielder out there. Stops the ball for a single run. Patrick moves to 37. Frank Naime on strike. He is on 9 runs. Last ball of Kamwara's third over. Pardon. And punched again to the mid-wicket region. A fumble there by the fielder. A single run. 5 wickets down for 99 runs. 1 over to go in the Black Bass innings. Patrick No on 37, Frank Naime on 10 runs. This is the last over. And will be bowled by Ian Karoho Kebao of Mudmen. This will be his last over. He's bowled 3 overs so far, taken 1 wicket, a prize wicket of Sasebao, 1 wicket down for 14 runs, and this is the last over he will bowl. This is the first ball of the last over. Full straight for a dot ball, a crucial dot ball at this stage of the match. So well done Ian Karo Kebao. Yeah, Frank Naime assessing the pitch, and I know he is going to go for a big shot as this is the last over. He wants to make sure Patrick No gets on strike. Karo Kebao moves in, and that is good bowling from Ian Karo Kebao. Straight through Frank Naime and bowls him for 10 runs. That is very good pressure bowling from Ian Karo Kebao. This is second wicket for 14 runs in 4 overs. This is 4th over and claims his second wicket of Frank Naime. Black Bass are 6 wickets down for 99 runs. This is the last over, and Patrick No remains not out at the non-striker's end on 37, and the new incoming batsman is experienced Kabua Morea. Third ball from Karo Kebao, and it's hit in the air by Kabuawagi for a maximum 6 runs. That is crucial. 6 runs, crucial boundary for the Black Bass as they take their score over the 100 runs mark with a big 6 and takes their score to 6 wickets down, 405. That is a good shot by Kabua Morea. His first ball hits it for 6. Fourth ball for Karo Kevau, full straight. Kabua again. The ball rolls down to the fine leg region for only a single run. Black past the 6 wickets down for 106. Kabua Morea on 7 of 2 balls, and Patrick No a handy 37 runs of 30 balls. This is the 20 over with 2 balls remaining. Karo Kevau bowls the 5th ball of the 28, and it's hit in the air by Patrick No, and it's gonna be caught. Yes, and that's the 3rd wicket for Karo Kevau. Well done, young man. Claims the wicket, another wicket of an experienced player, Patrick No, for 37 runs, and that is a good innings from Patrick No. A good one for his team, as the team was losing wickets, and he guided the team in the middle stages and contributes 37 runs for his team's total of 106 runs for the loss of 7 wickets. And new batsman is Young Olapuka. Comes to join Kabua Morea with 7 runs, and this is the last ball of the 20th over for the Mudmen. 2 wickets of the over so far. Well done, young Karo Kevau. And that is a slow ball. That is a good change up, but punched down to the mid wicket area for a single run, and that will be the allotted 20 overs for the Black Bus innings, and their score is the innings has come to an end with the score at 7 wickets down, 407 runs in 20 overs. And that is the scorecard for Black Bus. 20 overs, 107, and the Mudmen will need 108 runs to win the game in 20 overs. It will be a good chase for the Mudmen under the conditions, and it will be up to the Black Bus bowlers to restrict the Mudmen batters from getting over their target. 7 wickets down for 107 runs in 20 overs. This is the Boroko Motors Isuzu T20 Smash, proudly brought to you by Boroko Motors. And Cricket PNG is very grateful of the support of Boroko Motors over the last few years, supporting our prestigious Isuzu Men's T20 Smash here in Port Moresby. To our friends from around the country, thank you for joining us, and we will be back for the second innings as Mudmen tries to run down the Black Bus score of 107, and we will leave you here with the first innings highlights of the Black Bus batting. Thank you. Welcome back to Amini Park. This is the Borkumoto's Isuzu T20 Smash tournament for cricket Papua New Guinea. Proudly brought to you by our good friends at Borkumotos Limited, who have been very supportive of this tournament over the last few years. This is the match between the Black Bass and Mudmen. Day 2 of the tournament. First game between Black Bass and Mudmen, and Black Bass, this is the second innings for the Mudmen. And Kabua Vagi Morea moves in for his first ball of his first over. And earlier on in the day, the Black Bass batters made 107 runs in the first innings, and the Mudmen will have to score 108 to win the game for their team. This is the first over. Kabu Moria bowling his second ball, and that is a close call, and the umpire says not out. Opening batters for Mudmen, Adoko Rupa and Ephraim Gaudi. Kabu Moria, third ball of his first over. Nicely led by Dokorupa. Top of the batsman, left hand bat, Dokorupa. And Ephraim Gaudi, the two opening batters for Mudmen. Their target is 108 in 20 overs. And goes for a big shot, Dokorupa, and that will roll over the boundary line for 4 runs. And that is the first runs for Mudmen. In their chase of 108, a good lofted shot over the mid-wicket area for 4 runs. Mudmen 4 runs in the first over. Fifth ball goes down leg. It's like, I reckon the umpires say so, signals leg byes for Mudmen. Brings their score to 5 runs with the openers batting, and that brings Ephraim Gaudi to the strike. This will be the last ball of the over of Kabua Morea's first over. Dokorupa on 4, Ephraim Gaudi yet to score. Last ball. Ball edged but didn't carry to the slip fielder, and that's the over ball. Last ball of the over. None for 4. Kabua Bagi's first over, and Mudmen are no wickets down for 5 runs. Dokorupa on strike, and Ephraim Gaudi yet to score. This is the second over of the innings, and young Jackson Hera comes, no, I beg your pardon, young Fire Andrew is introduced into the attack to bowl his first over. This is the second over of the Mudmen innings. There are 5 runs on the scoreboard. Dokorupa on 4 runs on strike. Young Fire Andrew to bowl his first over. hit in the air through the mid-wicket zone and for a single. 1 run off on that occasion as Andrew starts his bowling spell. First ball went for a single. Ephraim Gowdy takes his guard, comes on to strike. This is the second ball of Andrew's first over. Ephraim Gowdy on strike. Sends the ball down the leg side, the umpire signals wide, and that's runs for Mudmen. Brings their total to 7 runs. Dokarupa on 5, Ephraim Gowdy yet to score. This is the third ball of Andrew's first over. Comes in and that was a dropped catch. Well done to the fielder. It was a hard chance, but got his hands onto the ball and stops it from probably going to 4 runs. And the batters cross for 2 runs. And the Mudmen are none for. No wickets down for 9 runs. This is the second over for Andrew's 4th ball of his first over. Full straight and hits again, and it's in there this time. It's a wicket to the fielder at the point region, and that's out caught. Good over so far from Andrew taking their first wicket for the Black Bass. Mudmen 1 wicket down for 9 runs. This is the second over of their innings, and the incoming batsman is young Ryan Amini. Joins Dokarupa at the crease. Mudmen are 1 wicket down for 9 runs, and this is the second over of their innings. Dokarupa on 5 runs. Young Ryan Amini joins him after the fall of Ephraim Gowdy's wicket. Andrew ball his 4th ball of his first over, and that's a full toss and it straight down the ground, but nicely fielded by the mid-off fielder, and dot ball on that occasion, no run. Another Lay Cricket Association talent. No, sorry. Beg your pardon, that was wrong information. Ryan Amini is actually from Port Moresby Cricket Association, and guides the ball down the leg side for 2 runs and brings the Mudmen total to 1 wicket for 11 runs. Dokarupa on 5. Ryan Amini yet to score. Is on strike. It's the 5th ball. No, actually this is the last ball of Andrew's first over, and that's the over ball. Mudmen are 1 wicket down for 11 after 2 overs. Dokarupa on 5 and Ryan Amini yet to score. Bowling cut for Black Bass. Cabo Morea bowling his first over, and young Andrew also bowled 1 over from the Rita Flynn end. Cabo Morea will continue his spell. This will be 2nd over, and Dokarupa on strike. This is Borkomoto's Isuzu T20 smash. Kawamoria, first ball full straight and safely kept off the wickets by Dokarupa. No run on this occasion. Keeping things tight, Kawamoria bowling full straight. Dokarupa on strike is on 5 runs. Second ball coming up from Kawamoria off his second over. Dokarupa on strike. Again, bowling tight, just outside off stump, pitching just outside off stump. Defensive shot by Dokarupa and no run again on this occasion. One wicket down for 11 runs. This is the third over. Chasing 107 runs. 108 runs for the Mudmen to win this match. And that is the ball is spread down the leg side for a wide ball by Kawamoria. That's unlikely. Normally he's a tight bowler, but as T20 cricket, bowlers try different things, but on this occasion the umpire signals wide. Brings the score to 1 wicket down for 13 runs for Mudmen. Dokarupa still on 5 runs. He's on strike. Kawamoria to bowl his third ball. And that is another big shot from Dokarupa and goes for maximum 6 runs. That is a beautiful shot. Pitched down on the leg side. Helps it on the way for a big 6. Actually, this is young Ryan Ani on strike. That is a big shot. That is a huge shot from young Ryan Ani. Beautiful shot for 6 runs and brings the score to 1 wicket down for 19 runs. And this is the third over. The current run rate at 7.6, which is a good start for the Mudmen in the chase of 108 target. Fourth ball for Kawamoria. Ryan Ani goes for a big shot. Doesn't want to waste time. Young Ryan going for the big shots, putting the pressure back on the bowlers by doing so. And this 108. It's a big boy, Ryan. Good talent. Kawamoria for his 5th ball. Down the offside and edged in the air, but safely on the ground for a single run. Brings the Mudmen total to 20 runs. Thank you to Borkomoto's Limited, Isuzu, for bringing this match to us. Ryan on strike, defensive shot. No, actually, Dokarupa was on strike, defensive shot, and that's the over ball. Mudmen are 1 wicket down for 20 runs. Dokarupa on 5 runs and young Ryan Ani on 7 runs. After 3 overs, Mudmen are 1 down for 20 runs. Young Fire Andrew comes in. That is a full ball. Big shot again by young Ryan Ani. Missed altogether. Straight through to the wicket keeper. That is the first ball of the 4th over for Black Pass. Ryan Ani on strike is on 7 runs. Dokurupa on non-strikers and he's on 5 runs. Fire Andrew his second ball of his second over. Captain making some field changes. Second ball from Fire Andrew comes in. Full straight, safely guided by Ryan Ani. For a dot ball, no run on this occasion. This is the second dot ball of Fire Andrew's second over. Third ball, Fire Andrew, and punched down the ground by Ryan Ani for a single. Good running between the wickets, brings the score to 21 with 1 wicket down. Dokurupa on 5, comes on strike. This is the 4th over. 4th ball from Fire Andrew. Dokurupa on strike. Full straight on leg side, and it's hit in the air over the infield. And there's a fielder there, but lands safely on the ground, and the batters cross for 2 runs. Mudmen 1 wicket down for 23 runs. This is the 4th over. 5th ball from Fire Andrew coming up. Dokurupa on strike, and that's a good ball by Fire Andrew. Change of line, drops it short a bit, and Dokurupa was able to keep it down on the ground. Last ball of the 4th over from Fire Andrew. Dokurupa on strike, straight to the fielder at the point region, but misfield, and the batters run across for 2 runs. That is the over ball. Mudmen are 1 for 25 in 4 overs. After 4 overs, 25 runs with the loss of 1 wicket. Dokurupa on 9 runs, and Ryan Ani on 8 runs. Change of bowler from Mudmen, and Captain Sasebao has introduced himself into the attack. Young Ryan Ani on strike, he's on 8 runs. First ball from Sasebao is hit by Ryan Ani down the ground, the mid-wicket area, misfield, and a single for Dokurupa. No, that was 2 runs for Ryan Ani. Brings his score to 10 runs. Sasebao second ball. Ryan Ani goes for a big miss, hits it. No run on this occasion. This is the 3rd ball coming up from Sasebao. Ryan Ani on 10 runs on strike. 1 for 27. Went straight through and misses everything, even the wicket keeper. And 1 run by. It's a by run. Brings the score to 1 for 29. A good defensive shot by Dokurupa, plays it down to the point region. No run on this occasion. This will be the 5th ball of Sasebao's first over. Dokurupa on strike, he's on 9. but umpire is not interested. So is the bowler. Last ball coming up from Sesebao. 1 for 28, Tokorupa on strike. And there is a big shot from Tokorupa, and there's no one in the, there's actually a fielder out in the boundary area and safely protects it from reaching the boundary, and the batsman comfortably takes 2 runs and brings the score to 1 for 30 runs after 5 overs of the Tokorupa on 11 and Ryan Ani on 10 runs. This is the Boroko Motors Isuzu T20 Smash played here on Amini Park, brought to you by Boroko Motors, our good friends from Boroko Motors. And a big shout out to all our sponsors of Cricket Papua New Guinea, TPNG, MJ Electricals, Nesfan, Pacifico Sports, and all our good friends out there who are supporting Cricket PNG in one way or another to keep developing and growing the game of cricket around the country. Okay, change of bowler as Jackson Hera is introduced into the attack for the Black Bars. Batsman on strike, Ryan Ani, and that is down the leg side by the bowler, and the umpire signals wide. Call for a catch. The umpire is not interested. Dot ball, and this is the second ball for Jackson Hera in his first over. Coming in for his third ball, young Ryan Ani on strike. Pitch full straight and punched down the ground by Ryan for a single. Comfortable single for, this will be the 4th ball for Jackson Hera in his first over. Tokorupa comes on strike on 11 runs. Jackson moves in, punch through the cover region. Fielder safely fields. No run on this occasion. Tight over from Jackson so far, 2 runs so far. This is the 5th ball. Full straight again. Down the ground to the cover region. No run. Dot ball. Last ball from Jackson Hera coming in. Tokorupa on strike. Again full straight. And assist. And no run again to close off the over. Mudmen are 1 for 32 after the compulsory power play, 6 play over. Umpire signals the end of the power play, first power play, and the second power play. Overs will continue from the 7th over to the 20th over. And for the viewers, the first power play overs of 6 overs, you are required only 2 fielders to be outside of the infield area. After the 6 overs, you can have a maximum of 5 overs. Maximum of 5 fielders outside the inner circle. And that's the first ball of Sesebao's second over. punch down the ground to mid-off area for a single run. Ryan Amini brings his score to 12. Dokurupa on strike, Sasebo to bowl third ball of his second over. No sin. Toxi on strike, misfield from the fielder, and 1 run. For Dokurupa takes his score to 12 runs. Mudmen are 1 wicket down for 34 runs, chasing 107, 108 target to get the match. Sasebo fourth ball, moves in. Ryan on strike, straight through the fielders, down the point region, and a comfortable single run for the batsman, and brings their score to 35. Dokurupa comes on strike on 12 runs. 5th ball to be bowled by Sasebo. Dokurupa on strike. Ball safely played on the ground by Doko. No run again this time. 1 for 35. Last ball from Sasebo. Oh, and that's hit in the air. Top edged, but safely on the ground. Another single for Dokurupa. Brings his score to 13. 1 run of the last ball. 4 overs from the 7th over. Mudmen are 1 wicket down for 36 runs after 7 overs. Jackson Harrop bowling misfield from the fielder, and the batters takes a single upon the misfield. Jackson Harrop bowls his first ball of his second over. Ryan Amini on strike. He is on 13 runs. Full straight. Ryan goes for a big shot, but hits it straight to the fielder, and no run on that shot. Jackson Harrop third ball. Ryan on strike. Full straight. Again straight, hit straight to the fielder. No run again. Dot ball. Keeping things tight here. Jackson Harrop 1 run off the over so far in 3 balls. Ryan Amini 1 strike. A full strike, again straight to man. That is the 4th ball. 1 run off the over so far. 1 for 37. Ryan Amini on strike. And a big shot again. Dot ball pressure, and Ryan Amini goes for a big shot, but misses altogether. No run on this occasion. Last ball, 1 run off the over so far. Ryan Amini will be loading up for a big shot following the 4 dot balls. There you go. It's a big shot in the air, called for a catch, but lands safely on the ground and goes for 2 runs. 2 more runs for Ryan Amini. Brings his score to 15 runs, and that's the over ball. Last ball went for 2 runs. The Black Bass are 1 wicket down for 39 after 8 overs. That is the scorecard for the bowling chart for the Black Bass bowling attack. There looks like there is a bowling change for the Black Bass from the Manu and off the ground, and it will be Patrick Noel 2 coming to bowl for the black bass. Mudmen 1 for 39 after 8 overs. Dokorupa 14, Rayanani 15. Guiding the innings for the Mudmen. So far, as they are looking to settle into their innings, and this is a key partnership for the Mudmen. Punch through the offside to the deep point area for a single by Dokorupa. Takes his score to 15 and brings Rayanani on strike. Full ball, good ball, well played by Ryan. Hit it straight back to the bowler, no run. Patrick No third ball, and it's hit hard by Ryan for another boundary. Brings the total for Mudmen to 44 runs with the loss of 1 wicket, and this is the 9th over. That's the replay there. It's a big hit, and the fielders were unable to stop it. This is the 4th ball from Patrick No. Ryan strike. Stump uphill, but the umpires said not out. One for 44, Rayanani on strike on 19 runs. Patrick No to bowl his 5th ball of his first over. Rayanani safely punches it down to the ground, but no run on this occasion. Last ball from Patrick No coming up. It's another big hit from Ryan. The fielder is waiting for, and it's over the boundary, and it's a big 6 from Rayanani, and brings the Mudmen total to 50 runs after 9 overs. And Rayanani moves his score to 25 of 28 balls, and Mudmen are cruising on here towards their target. 1 wicket down for 50 runs after 9 overs. Dokorupa on 15, Rayanani on 25, guiding their team towards their target. Jackson Herak will continue from the Rita Flynn end. His ball 2 overs so far has been tidy, has been tied, none for 5 in his 2 overs. Dokorupa on strike, 1 for 50 runs after 9 overs. This is the 10th over. Jackson Hera bowling his first ball of the 10th over. Dokorupa on a defensive drive, no run. Second ball, straight and nicely hit into the gap for a single run by Dokorupa. Takes his score to 16. 1 for 51. Jackson Hera, none for 6. This is his 3rd ball of his 3rd over. Another big shot by Ryan, but edges the ball this time, and the ball runs down to the gully region and fielded by the third man. Batters went across for a single run. The score is now 1 for 52. Tokorupa comes on strike on 16 runs. Defensive shot again, no run this time. 2 balls to go. Another tight over from Jackson Harry, none for 2 runs so far, and he's on none for 7 runs on the third over. 1 is third over. That's another dot ball, and 2 runs from this over so far. 1 for 52. That's dot ball and 2 runs off the over. Another tight over from Jackson Harry. Jackson Hera, none for 7 of 3 overs. Mudmen are now 1 wicket down for 52 runs at the halfway mark after 10 overs. Tokorupa on 16 runs of 20 balls, and Ryan Ani on 26 runs of 29 balls. This is the 2026 Borco Motors Limited Isuzu T20 Smash for Cricket Papua New Guinea, proudly brought to you by Borco Motors, our good friends of Cricket PNG, helping and supporting and promoting the game of cricket in Papua New Guinea. We also want to say thank you to all our kind sponsors, NESFAN, TEPNG, MJ Electricals, Dulux Group of Companies, and all our good friends at Pure Water Limited as well. This is the 11th over. Sisibao comes back into the attack, and Ryan, oh, that's a drop catch. You don't need that, especially at the time of the innings now. You need to taking those chances, as these 2 batters are setting themselves into making sure they get their team home. That was a poor fielding. Ryan on 28, 1 for 54. Sesebao continuing his over for the Black Bass and keeping things tight. Sesebao after a drop catch, 2 dot balls. Ryan Ani's strike is on 28. Another big hit from Ryan, but only for a single run, as the boundary fielders protects the ball from reaching the boundary. Brings Tokorupa on strike. This is the last ball of the over. One down the to the mid-wicket area for a single run. 1 for 56 after 11 overs. Tokorupa on 17, Ryan Ani on 29 runs. Your number wicket. After 11 overs, 1 for 56. Mudmen 1 for 56, chasing 108 target. So the equation is the Mudmen requires 52 runs from 54 balls with 9 wickets in hand. So they are in a very good position to win this match. The Black Bass need wickets to slow things down for the Mudmen. Walapuka is introduced into the attack. Left arm orthodox bowler. First ball is a dot ball. Dokorupa on strike on 17 runs. Second ball, Doxy charges to the ball and hits it to the fields for a single run. 1 for 57. Ryan Ani on strike on 29. Third ball from Walapuka. And another big shot from Ryan and clears the boundary. And for a maximum 6 runs, he means business, young Ryan Ani. Takes his score to 35, 1 for 63 in the 12 overs so far. That is a big hit again. Big boy Ryan. And Oscar moves in, and Ryan keeps things tidy, just punches through to safely to the fielder and no run. 2 balls from Oscar Ola remaining. Ryan Ani on 35. And another big shot, it's right up, hit in the air. Sesibao going back, and there is a very good catch by the experienced Sesibao and brings an end to a wonderful innings by Ryan Ani. Some big hits in from the young man, but is now out caught by Sesibao of the bowling of Walapuka, and that's very good bowling from Walapuka. Ryan is out for 35, for a handy 35 runs to bring his team's total to 2 wickets down for 63 runs. And the new batsman in is Varigini Pokana. Varigini Pokana is the new batter coming in for the Mudmen to join Dokorupa, who is on 18 runs of 31 balls. Walapuka taking his first wicket in his first over, and he is 1 for 7. That is good bowling from young Walapuka after being hit for a big boundary by Ryan. He backed it up with the dot ball and a wicket ball. Varigini Pokana is on strike. The new batsman is on strike now. Mudmen are 2 wickets down for 63. And 1 more ball to go in Walapuka's first over. Last ball tossed up in the air and safely defended by Varigini, and after 12 overs, Mudmen are 2 for 63, and they are in a good position to win this game. And the Black Bass need a couple more wickets to slow things down and put a bit more pressure on the Mudmen batters if they have to have a chance to win the game. The game is in the balance though, but whoever blinks first will be in trouble. So the captains of both sides are working really hard to make sure their teams win. Patrick No, his 4th over. Patrick No, his 2nd over. He's gone for 11 runs so far. And Dokorupa hits straight down the ground, and it's dropped again. that is not helping their cause definitely with the drop catches. Dokorupa brings his score to 20 runs. Patrick No to bowl his third ball of his second over. 2 for 65. Dokorupa on strike. Straight to the fielder, no run. Patrick No, fourth ball, third ball, fourth ball this time. Doko on strike. Just hit to the fielder. 1 run on this occasion brings Varigini on strike. 2 for 66. Dokorupa on 21. Patrick No, fifth ball to come. Varigini yet to score for Mudmen. Fifth ball of the 13th over. Full straight and Varigini goes for a big shot and it's cleared the fence for a huge 6 runs. That is a good pressure relieving boundary from Varigini for himself and also for his team. Pitched on the leg side and lines it up and puts a lot of bat onto it, and it goes a long way for 6 runs. Brings the score to 72 for the loss of 2 wickets. 1 more ball to go in the 13th over by Patrick No. Varigini on strike on 6 runs of 2 balls. Dokorupa on 21, keeping it steady for his team. Last ball, Patrick No. Varigini on strike. Drops it outside of stump. Varigini lets it go for a dot ball, and that brings the over ball. And after 13 overs, the Mudmen are 2 wickets down for 72 runs and needing 36 runs to win, with 42 balls remaining and 8 wickets in hand. Dokorupa, the mainstay at this stage, on 21. Varigini Pokana on 6 runs. Walapuka to continue from the Rita Flynn, and his first over he took a crucial wicket of Ryan Ani, beg pardon, and this will be his second over. Oh, bowls him! That's a crucial wicket for the black bus by Walapuka. The ball stayed low a bit. Predetermined shot by Dokorupa. He was already ready to hit the ball outside of the park, but misses altogether and straight through. Walapuka bowls him out, and that brings Mudmen to 3 down for 72 runs at the 14 over mark. Still needing 36 runs with 41 balls remaining. The wickets are key for Black Pass from here on, as I mentioned earlier, and that's what they're doing. They've taken 2 quick wickets following the strong partnership between Dokorupa and Ryan Ani, and all of a sudden 2 wickets in the space of 8 balls changes the whole thing and puts the pressure back onto the Mudmen batters in the chase. They need only 36 runs. They just need a cool head to see them over the line. But good bowling from young Walapuka, 2 for 7. Wicket in his 2 overs, and he's now 2 for 7 in his second over now. Mudmen 3 for 72 as Captain Boyore comes into bat for his team. He's on strike. Olapuka comes in. Oh, that is close. Oh, it's bowling. He's gone. That is a brilliant bowling from Ian Olapuka again. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Mudmen in all sorts now. 4 for 72. 14 overs, and that is a big wicket. Well done, Olapuka. 3 wickets for 7 runs in 2 overs so far. Mudmen 4 for 72. They were looking to be cruising to their target, and now 3 quick wickets has changed the whole thing, whole scenario again, and swings the game back into the black bus direction. With Olapuka, the key destroyer, with 3 quick wickets for 7 runs, and he is on hat-trick now. For our viewers, the hat-trick ball will be bowled by Olapuka. The hat-trick is when 3 wickets in 3 consecutive balls are taken. So Ola has taken 2 wickets in consecutive balls, and his 3rd wicket in the next ball will claim a hat-trick of wickets, which is a special feat in the game of cricket, and it's a rare feat. Only it happens rarely, so it's a rare feat for young Wala to claim a hat-trick. If he does so in his next ball, takes a wicket and drops it short, and the batter lets it go. The new batsman in for the Mudmen is Richard Quara. Richard Quara of Lay Cricket Association comes to bat, and Olapuka to bowl his 4th ball. Straight, nicely played by Richard Quara. Defensive shot, no run, as pressure has swung back onto the batting side with 3 quick wickets. Pressure back on here on 36 balls, 36 runs of 38 balls with 6 wickets in hand. Fifth ball from Olapuka. Straight and hit. Oh, there's a mix up, and this will be, oh, tragedy for Mudmen. 3 wickets in this over. That is a disaster for Mudmen. They are now 5 down for 72 runs. And how quick has things changed from being 2 wickets down comfortably, needing 30 odd runs, and 3 wickets falls, and they are in deep trouble at 5 wickets down for 72 runs. That is good bowling from Olapuka and good fielding from Black Bass, and good all-round cricket from Black Bass. That is disaster. That is a big disaster for the Mudmen. That puts them in a deep hole now, and these 2 batters have to make sure they see the remaining overs out and not lose any more wickets from here on. Last ball, and it's 3 wickets maiden so far, and straight down, defended safely, and it's a 3 wicket maiden. What an over! What an over! Well done, young Olapuka. He's taken 3 wickets, 7 runs in 2 overs, and swung the game back to the Black Bus direction. Well done, young man. Five for 72. Travis Wibagi has come to join Varigini Pukana at the crease, and Tsesebao has brought himself back on the attack. First ball to Travis Wibagi, hits it straight down the ground to deep mid off. Gets off strike, brings Varagini Pokana on 6 runs. 5 for 73. The game is still in the balance. Still can go either way. 35 runs remain required, with 35 balls remaining, with 5 wickets on hand. Straight and punches down the ground. Varagini for a single. Travis Vivagi on strike. Sesebao to bowl his 10th ball off his last over. Travis on strike. 3rd ball. And punches for a single. Keeps the score ticking. That is key. That is key, because they don't have to panic. Just make sure they keep rotating the strike and wait for the right balls to hit 4 boundaries. So this partnership is key for the Mudmen to have a chance of reaching the target. And hit to the square leg region by Varagini for a single run. For another single, 4 singles so far. 5th ball to come from Sesebao. Travis Wibagi on strike. 5 for 76. Up in the air, tossed up in the air. Nicely played by Travis for another single. 5 runs so far off the over. That is key. Keeping the score ticking, with the batters under pressure for the loss of 3 quick wickets. 5 for 77. And Varagini has hit the ball straight to the fielder and is caught out. And that's another wicket for Mudmen. That brings their score to 77 runs, or with the loss of 6 wickets after 15 overs. That is good bowling from the Black Bass, keeping the pressure on the batters, and that brings Tauno to the crease to join Travis Wibagi. The game is still in the balance, and it's up to the Mudmen to keep throwing wickets away and keep themselves in a big hole. After 15 overs, 6 wickets down for 77 runs. Travis Wibagi on 3 and Tauno yet to score are the batters for Mudmen. And Olapuka will continue his spell from the Rita Flynn and to bowl his 3rd over. Mudmen runs to win at 31 and balls remaining 30, wickets in hand 4. Two experienced players, Tauno and Travis Wibagi. They have played a lot of common cricket, senior men's cricket, premier cricket, so they should be able to guide their team from here on if they keep their wickets intact. They just need to play sensibly from here on. Just keep the scoreboard ticking, wait for the right balls to hit the boundaries with. And there's a bit of change of bowling on the Rita Flynn end. Jackson Hera comes back to the attack. He's been very economical in his 3 overs so far, none for 7. First ball of his 4th over, and it's hit through Oh, that was close. For 2 runs. Comfortable 2 runs at the end. First ball of Jackson Harris, 4th over. 6 for 79. Hit straight down the ground to the here for single. Tauno on strike. Jackson Hera none for 10. 10 ball 2 count. Six for 80 runs. Travis on 6. Tauno on not yet to score. And that's edged. That's good tight bowling. Edge to the third man fielder for single. 1 run. Jackson Hera to bowl his 4th ball brings Travis Wivagi on strike. He's on 6. 27 runs to win from 27 balls. Travis goes for a big shot, hits straight down the ground, and they're coming for the second run. It will be close. Oh! 2 runs. That was close. A direct hit would have been interesting. But 2 runs anyhow. Mudmen are 6 for 83. 5th ball from Jackson Hera. Side stump. Goes for a cut shot, Travis, but misses and a dot ball. Last ball of Jackson Hera's 4th over. Right. Goes for a big shot again. Mistimes it. Only for a single. And that's the over ball. Went for 1 run. Mudmen are 6 for 84 after 16 overs. Travis Wivagi on 9, Tauno on 1. Big shout out to Borgo Motors Limited for their sponsorship to Cricket PNG to stage this tournament, the Isuzu T20 Smash, a national event for Cricket PNG, proudly brought to you by Borgo Motors, and we are very grateful of the support from Borgo Motors over the few years they've been supporting us. Thank you Borgo Motors for supporting Cricket PNG to keep growing the game beyond its boundaries. To outside we have players from Alotau, Lae, Popondetta, Port Moresby, Central Province, showcasing their talent through this prestigious event, and we are grateful of the support from Borgo Motors. This is the 17th over. Olapuka has changed bowling ends and now he's going to be bowling from the Mudmen. He's taken 3 wickets for 7 runs in his first 2 overs. Changed the direction of the game into the Black Bass way in his 2 overs he bowled, taking 3 wickets for 8 runs. Tauno on strike. Second ball from Olapuka. 6 for 85. Tauno goes for a big shot, hits in the air, lands safely in front of the fielder, goes for a single run. Good bowling hit again from Olapuka. Putting the batter under pressure, hitting the ball in the air as the scoreboard pressure amounts on the batters. Third ball from Olapuka. Travis on strike. That's sensible batting. Hit down the ground safely for a single. That is all they need to do. Just watch the ball, push for singles, wait for the right balls to hit boundaries with. The game is still in their grasp 4 wickets in and 21 runs required of 21 balls. Olapuka is bowling tightly. Okay, another single. That is good batting from the batters. Nothing silly. 20 runs of 20 balls at the runnable pace to get the side home. Travis Vivagi on strike on 11 runs. 4 runs so far of Olapuka's third over. 6 for 88, needing 20 runs. Mudmen of 20 balls. Travis Vivagi on strike. 5th ball, Olapuka pitches up and rattles all the 3 wickets, and that is his 4th wicket for 11 runs. That is brilliant bowling from this young man Olapuka, winning the game for his team to this stage. 4 wickets for 11 runs. That is magical figures for young Olapuka. He has single-handedly pulled back the match for his team. 4 wickets, 11 runs, 1 more ball to go in his third over. Mudmen are 7 wickets down for 88. And the new batter is John Carrico. The game is still in the balance, I reckon. So Tauno and John Carrico, 2 experienced players, need to keep a cool head to play the remaining balls and overs. That's the way. That's a single. And 1 run only on the last ball of the over. Another brilliant over from young Olapuka, finishing his 3 overs so far, taking 4 wickets with 12 runs. That is the Manhattan for the Mudmen, and the game leaves the game in the balance. 19 runs of 18 balls required. John Carrico and Tauno, 2 experienced players, batting for Mudmen. It's still anybody's game from here on, and Kabua More, another experienced Baramandi campaigner, comes on the attack at the crucial stage of the game. 18 balls remaining and 19 runs required to win the game for Mudmen. Kabua Morea to bowl his third over. He will be bowling the 18th and also the 20 over by the look of things. 3 overs remaining, so he's got 2 overs to go. Someone will have to bowl the 19th over. First ball from Kabua. John Carrico on strike, hits the ball in the air, and it's gonna be caught out, and that is a very good catch by the fielder Frank Nyman. That is a brilliant catch under pressure, right on the boundary, and 8 down for 89 runs. That is a big wicket for Black Bass. Good bowling from Kabua. John Carrico tried to take the game on, and he's given his wicket away, and this brings to the crease to join Tauno. Mudmen needing 19 runs of 17 balls and 2 wickets in hand. Tauno will be the key here. if he gets on strike. No, the new batsman is Gamuvara actually, and Tauno is on the non-strike then. Kabua Morea, first ball wicket, will be moving in for his second ball. Gamuvara on strike. 8 for 89. Full straight, just outside off stump, no run. Ball going straight to the wicketkeeper. 19 balls of 16 runs. 19 runs of 16 balls rather. 2 wickets in hand. Gamuvara on strike. Kabua Morea bowling his third ball. And that's straight through, clean ball. Well done, Kabua Morea. 2 wickets in 3 balls. Puts the Mudmen batters under a lot of pressure as the last wicket will need another 19 runs of 14 balls. That is good bowling from Kabua. Straight through. Mudmen 9 for 89, 1 wicket in hand, still needing 19 runs to win the game. New batsman in is Karo Kebab. You never know, this is T20 cricket. It can change in 1 or 2 balls the whole game. But scoreboard pressure is playing in the Mudmen batter's head. Kawavagi, 4th ball coming in, and a single run brings Tauno on strike with 2 balls remaining on the 18th over. That brings the equation to 18 runs of 14 balls remaining, 1 wicket in hand. And that is a big shot from Tauno, and he is going to be key here, Tauno, and comfortable 2 runs as the fielders run to field the ball and throws it back into the bowler. Tauno is on strike with 5 runs. Last ball from Kabovagi. Will be interesting what Tauno. Oh, by trying to do too much, and that is the innings for the Mudmen. All out for 92, losing by 16 runs, and that is game number 1 completed for the Isuzu T20 smash on day 2, with Black Bass comfortably winning the match with 16 runs, by 16 runs. That is the last wicket, and we want to say thank you to our viewers and everyone out there. We want to say thank you to Borco Motors for making this possible through their brand Isuzu. This is the Cricket PNG Borco Motors Limited Isuzu T20 Smash Game 1 on day 2 completed, with Black Bass coming out as winners by a comfortable 19 runs. Thank you.